Okay, I'm going to create a Google Drive and I'm going to upload all this recording in the drive. So I will share the recordings link to you. You have to request for access. So once you request it, I will grant the access. Then you can go to the videos.
Okay.
Okay. So let me share my screen. Just give me a minute. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can see.
Thanks for the confirmation. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about initial transfer of master data. So this is the topic we are going to discuss today. Okay, so before getting into this, so I would like to give some overview, like what are the data we are going to transfer to GTS. Okay, so this is ECC system or S4 system, and this is our GTS system. Okay, so this is ECC or S4. Here, this is GTS. Okay, from ECC or S4 to GTS, what are the data we are going to transfer? Any idea?
Vendor details,
Okay, then
business partners,
then so vendor something about a business partner. Okay, then okay,
A customer master information,
then fine. Thank you.
pricing.
So yeah. Anyway, thanks for your answer. So in the high level, we are going to transfer only two data. One is transactional data. Another one is master data. Okay. So what do you mean by transactional data? So let's take.
This master data all comes under that, right? Generally.
No.
Okay.
No. So transactional data. So here we have two kind of transaction data. One is export. Another one under import. So we have two kind of transactional data. I mean, we have transactional data in two process. One is export, another one is import. So under export, we are going to transfer sales order, outbound delivery, and billing document. So these are all the documents we are going to transfer from the export side. So these are all the export transactional data. Under import, we are going to transfer purchase order, inbound delivery, and GR or material document. Material document or GR, goods receipt. So these all are called as transactional data. Okay, these all are called as transactional data. Okay, and what is another thing? Another one we are going to transfer. We are going to transfer master data. Master data. So as part of our master data, we are going to transfer customer master and then vendor master and then material master. So these are all the high level master data we are going to transfer to GTS. And apart from this, we are going to transfer some other master data like a bill of materials, pricing procedures, procurement indicators. So we are going to transfer those data also, but as of now, you just focus only on these three. Okay, so these are all the transactional data, and this is the master data. So under transactional data, we are going to transfer 6 documents. One is what? Sales order, purchase order, outbound delivery, inbound delivery, and billing document and material document. So these are all the documents we are going to transfer from ECC to GTS. As part of master data, we are going to transfer 3 kind of data. One is customer master, another one is vendor master, and third one is material master. So these 3 are the very essential master data in GTS. So without this, you will not be able to screen anything in GTS. Okay, I would say master data are more important than the transaction data in GTS. Okay, so when you transfer this transactional data to GTS, it will be called as a customs document. It will be called as a customs document. When you create a sales order, purchase order, inbound delivery, outbound delivery, it will be called as a customs document. When you create a billing document and a material document, that will be called as a customs declaration. Customs declaration. Okay. So the sales order outbound delivery will be called as a customs export document. The sales order and billing document will be called as a customs export document. And this purchase order and inbound delivery will be called as a customs import document. Okay. This billing document in GTS will be called as customs export declaration. Okay, this material document and GR will be called as customs import declaration in GTS. Okay, clear? Any doubts?
No.
So these are all the transactional data. So under export, we have sales order, outbound delivery, billing document. Under import, we have purchase order, inbound delivery, material document, and GR. Okay, so sales order and outbound delivery will be called as customs export document in GTS. Purchase order and inbound delivery will be called as customs import document in GTS. Okay, whereas the billing document will be called as customs export declaration in GTS, and material document and GR will be called as customs import declarations. Okay, so these are all the transaction data we are going to transfer to GTS. So how to transfer the transaction data, we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, now let's see. Let's come to the master data topic. So under master data, we are going to transfer 3 master data. One is customer master, vendor master, and material master. Okay, this customer and vendor will be transferred to GTS. I mean, are going to be transferred to GTS. In GTS, this will be called as business partners. This will be called as business partners. This material master. This material master will be called as customs product. Okay, this material master will be called as customs product. Clear?
Okay.
Clear? So here These are the transaction data, sales order, outbound delivery, billing document, under export, under import, purchase, inbound delivery, material document. So when you transfer to GTS, it will be called as a customs export document and customs import document, customs export declaration and customs import declaration in GTS. When you transfer the master data, so master data are customer master, vendor master, and material master. Okay, apart from this, we have multiple masters like bank employees, and what, uh, uh, then price of pricing procedures, bill of materials. We have multiple master data. So at this moment, you just focus only on these three. On these three, see this customer and vendor material. So when you transfer a customer and vendor, it will be called as a business partner in GTS. We will not call it as the customer and vendor. In GTS, we will be simply called as a business partners. When you transfer a material master, that material master will be called as a customs product. Okay, these are all the high level overview. Okay. Now, now, what are all the high level data required to create a sales order? Okay. So apart from company code, plant, what else you require? You require water, customer, and water, material. Right. So apart from plant, company code, item category, you need customer and material. Similarly, when you create a purchase order, what are all the master data are required? Can anyone tell?
Location.
Sorry?
Is it location we require?
No.
Okay.
What are the master data we require to create a purchase order?
Like plant storage location.
I'm talking about a master data, not about the other things. So okay. Anyway, thanks for your
Master data,
answers.
vendor and material there.
Great. Yeah, this is what I explained from you. Vendor and
Material.
material. So these are all the two master data are required to create a purchase order. So here you can see, without customer and material, you can't create sales order. Without vendor and material, you can't create a purchase order. Which means what? These two master data are very essential. I mean, these three master data are very essential. Customer and material for sales order and vendor and material for purchase order. Right. Similarly, in GTS, we need to have the master data. That is business partner and customs product. Okay. So let's say you have implemented a GTS. So far, till today, your customer is not using a GTS, but you have implemented GTS. As part of implementation project, you have implemented a GTS for your customer. Okay, and from next week onwards, they are going to use GTS. So whenever they create a sales order or outbound delivery, purchase order or inbound delivery, it will transfer to GTS for screening. Okay, now you are almost done. You almost completed all the activities in the implementation side. Okay, now, so we have one cutover activities. The very first activity we will do after implementation. So we are going to do the cutover activities. So what is cutover activities? Can anyone tell what is cutover activities? Okay, flip it. No issue. So as part of our cutover activities, what we are going to do, we are going to transfer all the data to GTS. We are going to transfer all the data to GTS. Let's say, for an example, I have implemented a GTS in my project. Okay, so my client is using ECC. My client is using ECC or S4, whatever it is. Okay, let's say it is ECC, and I have implemented a GTS for my client. I have implemented a GTS for client. Okay, so let's see. Now GTS is implemented, everything is good. From next week onwards, they are going to use GTS. So using GTS means what? Whenever they create a sales order, that sales order will transfer to GTS for screening, right? So in order to take the screening, system needs these data, customer, material, all the data. It needs all the data. So without customer and material, your sales order will not transfer to GTS. Similarly, without vendor and material, your purchase order will not transfer to GTS. Okay, so in ECC, I have, let's say, I have 50,000 customer or 5 lakh customers. Let's say 50,000. Okay, let's keep it in this minimum number 50,000 customer and 50, let's say 3,000 vendors or 2,000 vendors or 20,000 vendors and 1 lakh materials. 1 lakh materials. So these are all the data I have it in my ECC system. In my production system, I have these many data, which means I have 50,000 customer master, I have 20,000 vendor master, and I have 1 lakh of materials. Okay, but my GTA system doesn't know anything about this customer or vendor or material. It doesn't know any master data. Okay, this is a fresh system. This is an empty system now. After configuration, this is just an empty system. Okay, we don't have any data, we don't have any customer, we don't have any vendor, we don't have any material. Okay, now what need to do? Say for example, now I have implemented GTS. Now my client is ready to use GTS. Okay, now my client is going to create a sales order for one of the customer from this 50,000. Let's say customer number is 10. Okay, customer. Okay, and one of the material, let's take material number is 9715 material. Okay, so this is the customer and this is the material. So obviously we have plant and company code, item category, everything. Just but you just focus on this one. Okay, don't go to high level. Just focus on this this normal explanation. See here, we have sales order. We have created a sales order for plant. I mean customer 10 and my material. Okay, this is the customer number and this is the material number. So I have created a sales order. Now what will happen? This data will try to enter into GTS. But GTS system will throw an error saying that no customer, I mean, no business partner is maintained. Okay, no material is maintained, which means what? I'm going to enter into someone's house. They don't know about me. Okay, they don't know anything about me. If I enter into that house, what they will think? Hey, who are you? I don't know you. Just go out. So this is what they say. The same replay we get from GTS. GTS will just throw an error that no customer, no business partner exists for this customer. No custom product exists for this material. So it will throw an error. Which means what? GTS system is not able to recognize what kind of customer and what is the material. What is the customer and what is the material. So what we need to do? So before creating a sales order, we have to transfer all the customer, all the vendor, and all the material to GTS. So that GTS system will know, okay, so these 50,000 are customers, okay, these 20,000 are vendor, and these 1 lakh are materials. In case if tomorrow, if anyone enter into GTS, we should accept them. So like this system will come into understand. I mean, the system come to understand that, okay, if any customer is created for any of the sales order, so we have to accept them. Okay, now let's see. I have a good relationship with my with my neighbor. So if I enter into their house, they will accept me. The same concept. So we have to transfer all the customer, vendor, and material to GTS so that GTS system will know. Okay, these are the customer, vendor, and materials. In case if anyone create a sales order for any of these data, we should accept. Clear?
Yeah.
Any doubts so far? For others?
No. As of now, no.
Fine. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to transfer this customer, vendor, and material to GTS. So how to transfer? So that is why we are going to use the topic called initial transfer of master data. Yeah. Initial transfer of master data. So we are going to transfer the master data for the first time. Initial means very first time we are going to do it. Okay, so in order to do the transfer, we are going to execute some T code. Okay, so before that, I will let you know the T code for GTS and the ECC. For GTS cockpit. For ECC, or let's see, first for GTS. For GTS, the T code is /n/SAP/menu_legal. So this is the T code. This is the T code for GTS cockpit in GTS. Clear?
Okay.
This is the T code for GTS cockpit in GTS. And for ECC, you are going to use the same T code. In the suffix, you are going to add one R3. That's it. This is the T code for GTS cockpit in ECC system or feeder system. Clear? So whenever you see R3 in any of the T code, you have to understand that is the T code from the feeder system. Okay. Can you all please go on mute? Okay, so this is the thing. So this is the T code for GTS cockpit in GTS, and this is the T code for GTS cockpit in ECC. Okay, so now let's see the difference. Sorry. Open SAP. Go to SAP GTS. /n/SAPSLL/menu_legal. So this is the T code for GTS cockpit. This is the GTS cockpit. So from here you can execute some other functions like SPL, embargo, legal control, customs, preference. So from here you can navigate to some other complaints model or some other customs model. Okay, so this is the T code in GTS. So if you feel this T code is very big, I mean, okay, see, everyone feels the same thing, right? Every time they want, I mean, no one like to enter this much big T code. So what you can do, you can create a favorite. I mean, you can create the favorites for this T code. Go to favorites, insert transaction, and you can insert the T code /SAP/SLL/menu. Okay, so here you can insert, see, this will be added in the favorites. Okay, so now if you click this, it will directly take you to the this cockpit. Okay, now go to ECC. Go to transaction /n/SAPSLL/menu_legal R3. So this is the cockpit of GTS in feeder system. Documents, master data, recovery, initial transfer of documents, initial transfer of master data, basic settings. So mostly you will use only these three tabs. Okay, so this is the difference between the T code in ECC and GTS. Okay, any doubts?
No.
Fine. So now what we are discussing like how to transfer the master data initially, which means initial transfer of master data. For the very first time, you are going to do this. I mean, after implementing the GTS, this is the very first activity you are going to do. You're going to transfer all the customer vendor and material to GTS. Okay, how will you get the data? So here you can see there are 550,000 customers. How will you get the data? Okay, you have to go to table. You have to go to table. So T code for table is, I hope everyone know, but someone from non-SAP background. T code for table. This SE16N. So this is the T code for table. Okay. So go to transaction code SE16N. So why here we are coming to table? So here I'm going to transfer the customer, vendor, or material. But why here we are coming to table? See, as a consultant, you should not ask anyone to share the customer or material or vendor. As a consultant, you should do everything on your own. Okay, so here you can see if you go to table, SC16 table, T code, it will ask you to enter the table name. Okay, so whatever the customer you create, whatever the material you create, whatever the vendor you create in your feeder system, that will be stored in the table. That will be stored in the table. So as a consultant, you are not going to create, as a GTS consultant, you are not going to create any customer, vendor, and material. So master data management team will be there, or sales and distribution team will create, or material management team. So these are all the different SAP team. So they will take care of this creation activity. As a GTS consultant, you are just going to transfer these master data to GTS. That's it. Okay, if anyone creates any master data like customer,
Arun,
vendor, and material, yes.
sorry to disturb. Your voice is echoing through Pawan's system. I've asked him to mute, but
Okay, fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so as a GTS consultant, you are not going to create a customer, you are not going to create a vendor, you are not going to create a material master. As a GTS consultant, you are just going to transfer all these master data to GTS. Okay, so the creation, I mean, if anyone creates a customer, the customer will store in this table. The table name is, yes, KNA1, customer master table. If any customer is created, if any customer is getting created in SAP, those customer will saved in this table named KNA1. Okay, first you have to execute this T code SE16N to access the table screen. So once you enter into the table, you have to enter the table name KNA1. Okay, so now here I'm going to remove the number of hits, and let's check how many entries are there. So here you can see there are currently there are 19,886 customers are available in the system. This is very less when compared with the real time data. So in the real time, you may have lakhs and lakhs of customers. Okay, since it's a demo system, here we have only 19,886. Okay, so now let's see. So you have to remove these entries. So in the real time, you have to remove these entries. What you can do, you have to just simply click on this execute. Don't specify any data here. Just simply click on execute. So what it will do, it will display the list of customers which are all created, which are all stored in the system, EC system. Okay, so here you can see customer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, I mean 10, 11, 12, 13. These all the customers are available in the ECC system. I'm going to transfer all these customers to GTS. So how to transfer? So first of all, just copy this customer. But the thing here is you will not be able to copy all the customer. Okay, SAP will not allow you to copy all the customer. So what you can do? You can export all this data into the Excel sheet. Here you can see this is the icon to export. Just select this thing and click on spreadsheet. Okay, select your format. Okay, select your format and click on continue. So what system will do? System will transfer all the data to the Excel sheet. Okay, from Excel you can copy all the customers. Okay, I think in SAP we can copy up to 25 or 50. I don't remember exactly. Okay, but from Excel you can copy the entire customer number. Okay, I'm going to save it somewhere in my system. Click on allow. Allow. See, now one new Excel will open. See, this is the data which I exported now. Okay, so from here, what I will do, I will copy all the customer. I will copy all the customer. Okay, and I will go to the T code /SAP SLL/menu underscore legal or3. I'm going to execute this T code, but I already create a favorite for this T code, so I will click this. So here you can see initial transfer of documents and initial transfer of master data. I am going to transfer the customer master data, customer master. So I will choose this one, initial transfer of customer, initial transfer of master data. So under this, here you can see there are multiple master data: vendor, customer, contact person, applicants, material master, bomb, bank. So from this, I'm going to choose transfer of customers. Select this. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to paste all the customer which I copied from the Excel sheet. Just click on this paste icon. See, I have copied, I have pasted all the customer which I copied from the Excel sheet. But if I execute this, it will take some time. Definitely it will take some time, at least for 10 minutes it will run. Okay, we don't want to waste, I don't want to waste of our time. So what we can do, so instead of selecting everything, just for learning purpose or just for training purpose, I'm just going to take some 20 items, 20 customer. Okay, so what I will do, I will transfer the real time. See, for example, let's say here here I have only 500 customers. In the real time, you have maybe 5 lakhs of customers. You can't transfer all the 5 lakh customer at once. So what you have to do, you have to split it. So for example, if you have 2 members or 3 members working for GTS, what you can do, you can split the job within yourself. Like first 1 lakh you can do, second 1 lakh your friend can do, and third 1 lakh another third person will do. Okay, again you can't transfer all the 1 lakh at once. You can split it like 25,000 once, and in the second transfer you can transfer another 25,000 customer. Now in the third transfer you can transfer another 25,000 customer. So like this you can transfer. So if you try to transfer all the customer at once, system will end up with a runtime error. System will down with a performance issue. So you have to transfer a minimum data in the one go. Okay, so now here I'm going to transfer some minimum data. Click on paste. So 19 materials. Transfer. See here, out of 19, only 10 were processed, which means out of 19, only 10 materials were sent to GTS. So which means 9 material were not processed. So how do we know what are those 9 materials? So here what we can do, here I'm going to give the title for my log, title for my transfer. So I'm going to give title as Arun. Arun is my title. So I'm going to transfer the material, customer again to GTS. So now, what is this? Okay, so out of 19, only 7 were processed. 12 customer were not processed in GTS. Okay, so here these transfer were recorded in the title Arun. Okay, now how do we check? How do we check what all the customer are not transferred? Simply go to GTS screen, log into GTS. Log into GTS. Okay, go to area menu. This is the area menu decode. Okay, copy it and scroll to down. Here you can see system monitoring. Select this. See, you can see here business partner. What did I say? Customer and vendor will be called as a business partner in GTS. So I have transferred a customer. So I have to check this business partner. See logs, log for business partner. See, if you enter this, it will display all the logs. It will display all the logs. In the real time, it will display n number of logs. Why? Because someone, there are millions. There are, numerous number of users who are working for this project. So what they will do, they will all transfer some data to GTS. So if you simply execute this, it will display all the logs. So how do you find which one is your log? See here, I'm just executing this. See here, it is showing all the logs. There are multiple logs are available. So how do I find which is my log? So that's the reason here. Whenever we transfer, we have to give the title. So the transfer will capture under this title. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the title here. So log title. Log title is Arun. Arun is the log title and execute it. So now it will show. So I have transferred twice. So here it is showing twice. Yeah. So now it will show. These are the two logs are available under the Arun. So it is easy. SAP has made our work little easier by giving the title to the log. So those logs, those transfers will capture under the title. If you simply enter the title in the log, it will display what are all the business partner have transferred under that title will display here. So here I want to see what all the materials have been transferred. What all the customer have been transferred. See here, one have been see this yellow and green is successfully transferred. This red means it is not transferred. Okay, one transferred, two transferred, three transferred, four was not transferred. Why? We'll check. So like this, see here we have multiple materials. Multiple customer have not transferred to GTS. So I want to check. How to check? Just take this fifth one. Scroll this. See, the region 01 is not defined by the country, defined for country JB. Which means, so for the customer 5, it is maintained. The customer 5 is created for the customer master for this file is created for the country JB and region 01. Okay, but in GTS I will show you. You can go to the T code XD03 to display the customer. Customer number is 5. Okay, customer number is 5. Just enter. It will display the customer master. This is the customer master. Okay, but it is here. It is showing some different customer. But GTS it is showing some different customer. Different number. JB it is one. Okay, you can ignore this. It's a demo system, right? So we may exploit this kind of issues. See here, this country JB is not defined for this. The region 01 is not defined for JB. So as a consultant, what you need to do, you have to fix this issue. So how to fix it? You have to go to the table. You have to go to. You have to open one more session in SAP GTS system. Go to SM30, and here go to the table T005S. T005S is a table for region. Click on this maintenance dialog. Click on enter. It will display the correct maintenance table. Okay, this one, regions. So we are going to maintain the region, right? So this is the table to maintain the region. So we are going to maintain the region in the table to avoid that region error. Okay, select this. Click on maintain. Okay, so here what is saying? Region 01 is not defined for country JB. I don't know what country is JB. Okay, let's create. Go to new entries. Country is JB. Okay, and region is what? 01. And description, just give some testing. Okay, enter. Okay, I have saved this entry and let me save it. Okay, now if you transfer this customer, it will transfer to GT successfully with a green icon. But in this demo system, I don't know whether it is going to transfer or not. Okay, so I don't think it will transfer because here it is maintained with GB, but in the customer master it is showing some different country IN. Okay, now let's give a try. So I have transferred, I have maintained this entry in GTS. Now I'm going to transfer to GTS. Okay, remove everything, keep only 5 and execute. And now this time I'm going to keep the log as, log title as Arun 1. See, still it is not transferring. As I said, this is a demo system. You may expect this kind of issues. Okay, but in the real time, it will work. Okay, I have transferred, but it is failed. I am going to check in the GTS system. So how to go to this log page? Open this T code /n/SAP/SLL/menu_legal and select this system monitoring and go to logs tab. Enter logs tab. Select this business partner and give your title Arun 1. Execute. See here it is showing transfer. I don't know why. See, it is transferred, but in the feed system it is showing it's not transferred. Okay, let's leave it. Okay, this is the issue. Let's leave it. Okay, so sometimes you may face kind of issues. Okay, but in the real time it will not be the same. It will work. Okay. So here, how to transfer the customer? So customer can be transferred through this initial transfer of master data. Initial transfer of master data, and you have to select the customer. Okay, and how to get the customer data? You have to go to table SC16N. You have to execute the T code SC16N, and you have to enter the table name KNA1, and you have to execute. So once you execute, system will display all the customers, and you have to export all the customers to Excel sheet. If you have to click on export and click on the spreadsheet. So it will export the data into Excel sheet. From here, you have to copy all the data. I copy like this. So let's copy like first for 39 customers, the first 40 customers, and go to initial transfer of customers. Go to customer tab and paste this. Okay, here in the title of transfer, just give some title and execute. So the transfer of customers will save under this title log XBN. So it will be easy for you to monitor or track in GTS. See, out of 39, 28 were processed successfully to GTS, which means 11 customers were not processed. So if you want to check what all those 11 customers, you have to go to GTS screen, under system monitoring, under logs, under business partner, title is XBN, and execute. See now 5 is transferred. 5 is successfully transferred, and see 13 was not transferred. The postal code is missing, so you have to enter the postal code. 17, this again same country. So this, see, we have already defined it, but still it is showing this error. Okay, you can ignore this. See, this postal code is nothing but I will show you. Okay, I will tell you in later class. Okay, so here you have to check what all the customer have not transferred to GTS. So you have to check what kind of error you are facing. Basically, you will face same kind of issues like this. Region 10 is not different for country JB. Okay, see, region 10 is not different for country JB. So you are going to configure this region in the table T005S in SM30 T code. Okay, you have to go to the T code SM30. SM30. So here you have to give the table name T005S, and you have to click on this find maintenance log. It will display the correct table name. Table for maintenance. This is the region table V_T005S. You have to select this, and you have to go to maintain. So here you have to maintain the country and region and save it, and then you have to transfer the customer again to GTS. Okay, so this is how you have to transfer the customer master. Any doubts?
No.
Yeah, one question, like, so every
Yes.
time once the master data is been updated, so this process to transfer from ECC to GTS, we have to carry the process, right? It will be not automatically populating in GTS.
We have automation. We will discuss that tomorrow. This is the initial transfer. Okay, we will discuss that tomorrow. We have a class for that tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. So any doubts for others? Pavan, Mahendra, and Najmu?
No.
Okay. Fine. For Najmu, do you have any doubts? Okay, this is how we have to transfer the customer. Okay, now let's see. See here. So out of three master data, we have transferred one customer. So how to transfer the remaining master data? So okay, I have transferred all the customer to GTS. Now I have to transfer the vendor. So how to transfer the vendor? You have to follow the same procedure. Go to the table, go to table T code SC16N, SC16N, and here instead of KNA1, you are going to give the table as LFA1. LFA1 is a table for the vendors. So whatever the vendor you create in the ECC, those vendor detail will stored in this table LFA1. Okay, so the table for vendor is LFA1. So you are going to execute a date. I mean, you are going to execute a table LFA1. You have to remove this 500 and execute. So it will display the list of vendors. So what you have to do again, you have to export all the data to Excel. Okay, and from there you have to copy the data. So just assume that I have exported into Excel. I'm going to copy some data. Okay, I'm going to copy these vendors to GTS. Let's assume that I have exported this to GTS and from Excel, I have exported this to Excel. From Excel, I'm copying this. Okay, now how to transfer to GTS? Under initial transfer of master data, we have transfer vendors. Execute this. Paste all vendors here. The transfer log, I'm going to give the transfer as AKB, and I'm going to transfer. See, I have selected 9. All the 9 have been successfully transferred to GTS. Do you think can we able to see this log in GTS? Do you think? What do you think?
I think so. We can see that.
The answer is no. Why? Because GTS will display the log only for the failed customer transfer, failed vendor transfer, and failed material transfer. For a successful one, it will not generate any log. Okay, see here. Now I have transferred this 9 materials. Okay, so let's see AKB, right? So I'm going to GTS. I'm going to GTS and I'm going to give it like as AKB. If I execute, see it is showing. Okay, let's see. Let's take the green one. 1101 and 1102. Okay, 1101 and 1102. One 1102. BTR. Okay, now execute. See, all the 2 customers have been transferred. Now if I go to GTS and check the log for BTR, why it is displaying? See, actually the thing is it won't display the log. I don't know why it is displaying now. So the thing is in GTS it will not display the log for the successfully transferred master data. Okay, and this is something error happening in this system. Okay, you can ignore this. In the real time you will not be able to find the log for the successfully transferred master data. Clear? Okay, so you can ignore this. This is some due to some technical issues, it is displaying the data here. If it is successfully transferred, for successfully transferred master data, GT system will not generate any log. Okay, clear? So now we have transferred a vendor. What is remaining then? The material master is remaining. So similarly for material master, we have a table. Does anyone know the table for material master?
Mara table.
Yes, table is Mara. So here you have to execute the T code AC16 and enter the table name Mara. Go to feeder system, Okay, go to SC16N and execute the table name Mara. Enter and execute it. Okay, so now I have this many materials. So here you have to execute, I mean export everything to Excel sheet. From Excel sheet you have to copy the materials. Okay, now I'm going to copy the material from here. What I'm doing. Okay, just copy these many materials. And how to transfer the material to GTS? In the same T code, in the same tab, into the same tab. Here you can see transfer of material master. Select this. Okay, and input or paste all this material. Execute and give the title log as mat1. Okay, let's see. Okay, out of 11 materials, 11 are processed successfully. Now let's take some other data. mat2. Okay, everything is transferred to GTS. So in case if anything is not transferred to GTS, what you need to do? You have to go to the same log page, but here, see here, I have to execute this T code for GTS cockpit and go to system monitoring under log. So instead of business partner, you have to select customs products. Okay, so here you have to enter the log and execute. See, it will display for what all the material have not been transferred. In case some material have not been transferred, you have to check for what reason it has been not. For what reason it has not been transferred. So the most of the reason, the most common reason for material transfer issues, it will occur at the UAM. So we have to specify some UAM in the feeder stuff for materials. So let's say UAM is kg, kilogram. So if the kg kilogram configuration is missing in GTS, system will throw an error. System will not accept this material. You know, let's see. I don't have any examples. Let's say, wait. We'll take some other examples. Okay, copy all. Try to transfer this now. Okay, I have place 56 material. That title log is mat3. And let's execute this. Okay, let's see here. Out of 56, 55 were processed successfully. 1 were not processed. We are going to check what is that one. So the title log is mat3. Go to GTS and enter the title log mat3 and execute. See here, there is a log. So here, see, product 938 was not, have not been transferred to GTS. What is the reason? Product 938. See, this is the one, weight unit, let's say. So this is a weight unit have mapped in EC system. Weight unit, what is this? ISO. So this ISO is not maintained in GTS system. So unit of measures, ISO is not maintained in GT system. That's the reason system was not able to accept this material. This material is configured with the unit of measures ISO. But in GTS, we don't have the value for ISO. That's the reason it was not able to accept the material. So what we have to do, we have to configure this ISO. So we will discuss in our future class, like how to configure the UAM, how to configure the unit of measures, everything we will discuss. Okay. So this is how material, vendor and customer should be transferred to GTS for the very first time. Any doubts?
No doubt.
For others, any doubts?
No.
Fine. Okay, let's come to the important topic. I just need 10 more minutes to complete the session today. Okay, now let's see. So we have transferred everything. We have transferred all the master data. Like we have transferred customer, vendor, material, everything to GTS. So for this customer and customer vendor system has created a business partner. Material for material system has created a customs product. Okay, so these are all the relevant table in ECC. Now in GTS, how do you check these customer, vendor, and material? So first, let's check. I have transferred some 100 of materials to GTS. I want to check. I want to check those materials in GTS. How do you check it? How do you check it? So here we have a table. For material, we have a table that is slash SAP SLL slash PNTPR. PNTPR. Okay, and one more thing, when you transfer a customer, vendor, and material to GTS, let's say customer 1. Customer number is, let's say 5, or let's say 1889. This is the customer number. And say vendor. So vendor number is, let's say 9178. So this is the vendor number. Let's say material. So material number is, let's say 927. This is the material number. So when you transfer this customer to GTS, so what we said, what we discussed, this customer will be called as a business partner in GTS. Okay, so in GTS, system will not use its own number. I mean, system will not use the customer number. Instead, system will generate a new number for this customer, and it will be used. It will be used that number. So instead of 1889, system will generate its own number. Let's say 20071. Okay, so in ECC, the customer number will be this, but in GTS, the number will be this. GTS system will not use the existing number. Instead, it will use its own numbers. That's the one point. Similarly, for vendor, in vendor, when it transferred to GTS, it will be renamed into some other different number. Let's say 200 or 20072. So it will not use the existing number. Instead, system will use its own numbers. Similarly, for material, if you transfer a material, it will have its own number. Let's take customs product. Cus PRD, customs product. Material can be 999. Clear? In GTS, system will not use the customer, vendor, or material number. Instead, it will use its own number. Okay. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. Now let's say I have transferred a list of materials to GTS. I have transferred some list of materials to GTS. So how do I check whether all the materials which I transferred to GTS are available in GTS? How do I ensure that? So what I need to do, I have to go to table. I have to go to table and I have to enter this material master table name. So here for GTS, the table T code is not SC16N. In GTS, we are going to use only SC16. SC16N will not be useful in ECC. I mean, in GTS. In GTS, we are going to use only SC16. SC16N will not work in GTS. We have to use SC16. So go to GTS screen. Enter the T code SC16. Okay, and I want to check the material data which I transfer to GTS. So the table is /PNTPR. PNTPR is the table name for material in GTS. Enter. Okay, I'm going to change the fields, user parameters, this field label. Okay, so here I'm going to check the product number and product category, everything. Okay, just execute. Just simply execute it. So here you can see This is the product number. This is the external product number. So for X, this is the product number 23, 38, 43, 56, 58, 59. So again, against this product number, system has generated its own number, own product number, 100 00 21420. So 100 000 0031. So when you transfer any customer, I mean, when any materials to GTS, that material will transfer to GTS, and in GTS, it have its own numbers like this. So here you can see I have transferred this many materials. So these many materials are available in GTS. In GTS, it has its own numbers. For 23, the material number is this one. For 38, the material number of GTS is this one. Clear? So this is the table to verify the materials in GTS. Okay? Any doubts?
No.
Fine. So, we have also transferred the customer master and vendor master, right? So how to check the customer and vendor master? Again, we have a table. So for customer and vendor master, we are going to use only one table. The table is /SAP SLL /PNTBP. PNTBP is a table name for business partners. So customer and vendor will be called as a business partner in GTS. So here for both customer and vendor in GTS, we are going to use the same table, that is /SAP SLL /PNTBP. /SAP SLL /PNTBP. Okay, so this external partner number is nothing but your feeder system partner number. This external partner number is nothing but your feeder system partner number. So let's say you remember, right? We have transferred a customer one. Let's say this is a customer. Okay, where it is. See, we transferred a customer one. Right? I'm going to check the customer one. Execute. Okay, you will get confused. Just wait. Here we have multiple feeder systems. What we can do? I'm going to ECC group. ECC group. This logical system group is something about our feeder system group name. Okay, this is a feeder system group name. Okay, I'm going to filter with the feeder system group name. So I'm going to give one and execute. See here, we have one. So for the customer one, we have 15868. And why here we have another one? So we have transferred both customer and vendor. You remember, we transferred both customer and vendor. So in vendor also we have the vendor number one. Guys, please pay attention. This is very, very important. SC16N in GTS in ECC. The table for vendor is LFA1. Sorry. See here, I have transferred this vendor 1 to GTS. Also, I have transferred this customer 1 to GTS. That's the reason system has generated two external partners, one and one. For this is the for one. This is for one. I mean for customer, this is the business partner. For vendor, for vendor, this is the business partner number in GTS. Okay. Now I have a question for you. So simply here you have one and one. We know that we have one for customer and we have one for vendor. How do I know which one is a vendor and which one is a customer here?
Maybe there's one field business partner category or something.
Exactly. So here you can see business partner category. So system is going to differentiate the business partners with the business partner category. Okay, one means vendor and two means what? Customer. See here in GTS, both vendor and customer both will be called as a business partner. Okay, I will call this one is a business partner and this two is a business partner. But how does system differentiate? How does system differentiate which one is customer, which one is vendor? System will differentiate with the help of this business partner category. Okay, one means what? One means So here you can see, if one means this one is vendor, if two means this one means customer. So for this vendor, system has generated its own business partner number. For this customer one, system has generated its own business partner number. So in GTS, system will use this number, not this number. But we can refer this number. But in GTS, for all other operations, system is going to use this business partner numbers. Okay, so here you can see, if I go to the business partner category, so we have multiple business partner categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we will discuss one by one. So at this moment, we just focus only on this 1 and 2. 1 means vendor and 2 means customer. Okay, so system is going to differentiate the business partner with the help of this business partner category. If you transfer, if the data is getting transferred, from KNA1 table, if the data is getting transferred from KNA1 table, then system will update that particular business partner with category 2. If the data is transferred from LFA1 table, then system will automatically categorize that business partner into 1. So this is how system is going to differentiate. Any doubts? So in GTS, 2 means customer and 1 means vendor. Any doubts? Fine. Also in GTS, we are going to refer one more table. Okay, we are going to refer one more table for partner. It is nothing but BUT 100. Okay, system is going to differentiate this business partner also with the business partner role. Okay, now see here, I'm going to show you. So we have business partner role for all the customers, all the business partners. For customer, the business partner role is SLLCPC. For vendor, the business partner role is SLLCPS. This is the business partner role. Please remember this. This will be useful in all the areas in GTS. For customer, the business partner role is SLLCPC. For vendor, the business partner role is SLLCPS. Okay, system is also going to differentiate the business partner with the help of roles. So if I want to display only the business partners for customers, I will choose this one. SLLCPC is for customer. I will execute. So this will display all the customers. Say 13, 14, 15, 16. These are all the customers. So this business partner is nothing but a business partner number in GTS. This is not a customer number. This is a business partner in GTS. Okay, if I want to display the vendors, I will choose this one, SLLCPS. It will display all the business partner vendors. See, this is the business partner number for vendors. So like this, system will differentiate the business partners. Any doubts? Guys, any doubts?
No.
Fine. Okay, I just need 5 more minutes. Let me complete this session today. So let's see here. I'm going to put 1. So this one is a vendor and this 2 is a customer. How I'm saying? Why? Because this 1 is mapped with this 1 and this 1 is mapped with 2, which means 1 means customer, 2 means vendor. Let's say 13. There is no 13 customer. Let's see what all the customers are available in GTS. Okay, let's say 15. See for 15, okay, I don't want to confuse you guys. Just go with what, because some data is showing, some data is not showing here. Okay, see here, this is the customer, this is the vendor, and this is the customer. So simply it is showing with this 1 and for this one, the business partner number is this, and for this one, the business partner number is this. How does system will differentiate? System will differentiate with both the business partner category and business partner role. Okay, so for this customer, One, how system is generating this business partner number. How system is generating this business partner number. We have to do one configuration. That configuration nothing but number ranges configuration. Go to SPRO in GTS. SPRO is a configuration T code for GTS. So whatever the configuration you're going to do, those configuration should be done under SPRO. Go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, global trade services, general settings. So the very first configuration is number ranges. Select number ranges. So the very first number range configuration is business partners. Go here, click on intervals. Okay, click on intervals, edit intervals. So here you just add one line. Okay, here the number I'm going to give it as 000000129999999, and I'm going to save it. So here I'm going to give some numbers. You will come to know what is the purpose of these numbers later. Okay, so I'm going to give these numbers. So which means whenever if any customer or any vendor transfer to GTS, system will generate a number based on this configuration. The system will generate a number for business partner from this configuration. So it will generate from 1 to this number. System will generate any number between 1 to this 99999. Okay, so how this number is being generated here for a customer and vendor with the help of this configuration. I'm going to save it. Okay, so I'm not going to save. Why? Because if I save this, it will get confused. I mean, it will be disturbed for other configurations. Okay, now I'll save it. So now let's see how system generates numbers for business partners. So the number for the customer vendor in GTS is being generated with the help of this configuration. Okay, 5892 15868. So system has generated this number between these number ranges. Clear? Any doubts? So this number range will play a major role in GTS. Not only for customer and vendor, we are going to create a number range for products. Okay, we also going to create number range for documents everywhere. See, for product also we are going to create number ranges. So system will generate a number range for a material based on this configuration. Okay, like this. Okay, so we are not only going to use this number range for business partner and custom products, we are going to use number range for all the topics in GTS like documents, customs export documents, customs export declaration. We are going to create a number range. We will discuss during the respective classes. And that's all about today's session. Have any doubts?
That it was that BUT 100 exactly for Arun.
What?
That
Sorry,
BUT
please.
100 table.
So BUT 100 table is for business partner roles.
Okay. For that role.
Business partner roles. For the roles. So see here, I will show you. And please don't hesitate to ask any questions.
Sure.
If you have any doubts, please right away you can raise your voice. See this SAP SLL / okay, let me show you here. Customer is one, right? ECC group. So let me copy this number. Okay, this is the vendor. See, this is the vendor. One means vendor.
Okay.
And I'm going to the table BUT 100. So it will store the business partner role. BUT 100. Okay, I'm going to give this vendor number and execute. See here, SLCPS. It is mapped with the business partner role SLCPS. Which why? Because it is vendor.
Okay.
If it is a vendor, it will mapped with this SLCPS. So that's why here I told. So for customer and vendor, the BP role is this one. This is the BP role. So BP role is going to play a major role in GTS. Please be remember this. For customer, the BP role is SLCPC. For vendor, the BP role is SLCPS.
Okay. To know the role, we need to go to that particular table.
Yes, table. Yes.
Okay.
See, you can easily remember, like for customer, the BP role is SLCPC. For vendor, the BP role is SLCPS. So in case if you have multiple customer, you have multiple business partners. Okay, you have multiple business partners. You want to run the role of multiple business partners. You can execute all those multiple business partner and execute. Okay, you can enter all this multiple business partner and execute. So it will display the respective roles for those business partners. So in
Okay,
GTS,
so
customer, vendor, everything will be called as a business partners. That's why. Yeah.
okay, so for whatever role you have mentioned, so those are the standard roles for vendor and customer.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
There is no customization. This is a standard one. This is a standard one, and this is a standard one, and this is for company code, and this is for legal name. Everyone, see, plant, company code, customer, vendor, bank, employee, contact person, everything will be called as a business partner in GTS.
Okay, okay, got
So
it.
if everything is called as a business partner, then how system is going to differentiate between the business partners? The help of this BP role and category. That's the reason. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Any other doubts for anyone? Okay. If no doubts, we can wind up the call.